How's it going, guys? So today we have a very long awaited ration. This is a very special ration from our good friends over at Outdoor Tactical. Go check their channel out. You know, link's gonna be in the description. I'll put his name right there. Could not be more happy and try this ration out. This is a tourist ration. This is a ration what they give a tourist over there. It's a tourist comprehensive set of power, and on top they have Army of Russia, Russian Army. And this has breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And the bottom it says made in Russia, commissioned by JSE. Okay. Should be interesting. Let's go and open it up and see. And just a couple more things we'll go over here. We're not going to read the content list. You guys hate it when I do that. So we have a production of 1/3/2018. I'm sorry, 3/1/2018. And then an expiration of 1/31/2019. If you guys remember, I've done some of these rations before from this company. And you remember the children's ration? This wasn't really a children's ration, but it's full of candy and stuff. That's what they marketed it as. Another one you guys said looked like a VHS tape or like a game card. We did both of those. So this is the tourist one, and this is I believe this is the camping one. We have not done that one yet. And I haven't ever seen that one. So I don't know, we'll figure it out. But it should be very interesting. I'm gonna open it up. It's like a little carry-all box. And looks like it has some red silverware, which is not typical of your Russian military stuff. We have, looks to be gum. We have 3 packages of sugar, probably some more in here somewhere. We have our wet wipes. We have 3 different packs of those, and one's for your hands, one's for the silverware. We have, it's like a package of like a fruit mix, and looks like it has some cranberries in it, has some peanuts in it, has some raisins in it, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We'll get into that here in a second. We have some standard issue Russian military coffee. We have a little stove. It only has 3 pellets in it. It has some black tip windproof, waterproof matches. We have 3 packages of crackers. These are the better crackers. I like these a little bit better than the purple label ones. We'll go ahead and set all the mains out. We'll translate those here in a second. And then we have our little side here. So inside here we have some pepper. We have, I believe that's salt. We have some napkins. Have 2 sachets of tea. We have 3 toothpicks. Then we have some trash bags, I guess to put all your junk in. Is it just 1 or is it 2? Looks like just 1. Or it could double as a rain poncho or, you know, whatever you want to do with it. That is all that's in this box. Alright, so let's do some translating here. First of all, we got our little side. This is caviar vegetables. The vegetable caviar otherwise. Potatoes braised with meat. Beef kasha. Beef porridge. We have the breakfast tourist, and I don't know, we can figure out. I don't know. We'll jump into it. See, we'll open it up here in 1 second. We have some soup with fresh cabbage and meat. Sounds like soup. All right, so we're gonna put these on a hot plate. Let's go and open them up. Do the soup first. I'll get a little messy opening that one up. That's definitely soup. We might go ahead and actually put that into a bowl and heat it up. It'd probably be a little bit easier. And the smell coming off that this smells awesome. Let me find somewhere to put this. Let's see our trash bag off to the side here. All right, so next up is our tourist breakfast. Whoa. It looks like some really good tushonka. But look how nice that beef looks in there, man. It's real nice and almost like a dark, deep red color. It smells like that's going to be very, very good. Very good. Next is our kasha. Go and fold the edge up on this before we open it. That's always a good practice. Let's see if we can open without making a mess. Kasha looks good, man. It looks like it's not dry. It looks nice and fresh. Look at that. This has that nice Russian beef smell to it. Some bay leaf and stuff in there. Awesome. This was our beef and potatoes. We'll do the same thing with it. We'll roll the edge up. This one's a little harder to open. Again, looks really fresh. That smells freaking delicious. Pieces of carrots in there. We know what this is, the vegetable caviar. Let's get this stuff heated up. We'll be right back. Okay, so everything's done. Let's go ahead and make our drinks real quick. Let's go ahead and knock out the coffee. And the Russian coffee is usually always pretty good. It's not horribly bitter. Usually has a nice taste to it. Nice freeze-dried coffee. Everything looks fine with it. Go ahead and blast some of our hot water into here. And that water is definitely hot. Definitely. All right, next up's our tea bag. Same with the tea, always a high quality tea. Not offensive at all, just real like mild flavor to it. All right, there we are. And then we're gonna go ahead and use our wet wipe here in just 1 second. Our mains are done. All right, so first things first, the white package is for hands and skin. Let's go ahead and do that. Wipe our greasy little mitts off. These are always real nice towels. You can definitely wipe your face off with that. No problem. Not dripping wet, but not dry either. Pretty nice. And our red silverware, we'll go ahead and hit that next. Look kind of dusty. Get all the cooties off of it. Hit you guys a little bit. Okay, well, we got 2 packs. We don't need that one. Let's go and get started. I'm gonna put that around to the side here. We don't want to forget that. I'm anxious to try the soup, and you can see it has a lot of oil or grease on the top of it. And it has a bay leaf in it, like a whole bay leaf. Has chunks of meat. Look at that. Let's go ahead and give that a little try here. That's a really good taste. It is a little bit on the greasy side. Has potatoes in it. It has, that's mushrooms or eggplant. Possibly eggplant. I see little pieces of onion in it. There's little pieces of carrots in it. Overall, that's a really mild, good soup. Very, very nice. Line that back up here. And there's no drink in this one. I just realized that. No drink. It doesn't matter. We got tea and coffee. Let's go ahead and jump into this kasha. And this looks nice and moist. Doesn't look dry at all. It's cooled off just a little bit. Right in the middle of a big piece of beef. But I can tell it's fresh just by looking at it. Mmm. Very, very nice quality. The right amount of moisture in it. Very nice. Let me see here. We're going to shuffle this around a little bit. We're going to jump into our beef and potatoes. Beef potatoes. What is that? Piece of potato. Got some carrots in there. That is wildly different tasting than the rest of the stuff. Everything is totally different. Seasoned very well. Almost like a ragu, right? Very nice. Not super oily. It's got some on it, but it's not overpowering. Man. Nothing like some good Russian food. And this last guy is still super hot. Try to figure out what to do with it. Alright, so the tourist breakfast was the last to come off the burner, and it's still piping hot. I'm afraid it's going to melt the tray. So maybe we'll put a couple of these in the bottom of that, just kind of give a little bit of space. Yep. Yep, it's hot. And it's spilled it. That's alright. Definitely hot. Okay. So, the tourist breakfast. Let's kind of filthy animal we think we are. Let's use a fork. And that beef looks so good. It looks almost like a corned beef. And look at that. Oh man. It's like the shanka, but it is kind of a corned beef kind of taste to it. And look and color to it. We're making a huge mess with that too. That is just absolutely perfect. And a lot of you guys are going to tell me to take a little bit of this. Holy. And pour it in the kasha. And, except don't pour it all over the table like we just did. And we'll jump back to the kasha back here and mix that up. Actually, I think it's Vasile told me from Outdoor Tactical to do that. And that's how they do it there a lot. And it adds a lot of extra moisture to it. That is perfect. I mean, that really brings out the flavor. That broth on that beef is just perfect. Man. What an awesome meal. I'm going to go and hit this vegetable caviar real quick. This stuff is kind of acquired taste. And this stuff here actually looks a little bit more on the dry side than it usually is. Doesn't smell bad, but it's almost like a ragu sauce, right? It's a little more sweeter than usual, a little more sugar in it. A lot of guys will take it like this and eat it with the meat. And it seems like the seasoning on this is a little bit different. It's just almost like a... It tastes almost like a sweet potato, but a lot of sugar in it. It's very, very nice. A little bit tart. Goes perfect with the other dish. I do want to jump in here. So I poured a little bit of the juice out and grab a big chunk of this meat and show you. Look at that. That can's really hot too, by the way. That is some A1 meat, man. Perfect. Just falls apart in your mouth. That is so, so good. All right, let's go and taste this tea. This is the coffee. My bad. Taste the coffee. Maybe we'll get a little. Give her a little stir first, right? Super hot. It's just very mild though. It's not real brutal and offensive. Try some of our fruit mix here, and we'll jump into our tea. Yeah, so we got some white raisins, some peanuts, some cranberries, a little bit of everything in there. Getting a little bit old, I would say. A little bit on the stale side. It's called Nutberry Mix. That's production or expiration of 2/5/18. Probably production. Never know though. Yeah, I'd say that's probably on its way out. I'll check this gum out. No, I'm sorry. What are we doing? We're getting all twisted up. Gotta check the crackers out. That's a lot of food here. First of all, and some more of that. Crackers are good. They're not stale at all. Just a real nice mix of not soggy, but not too hard to eat, you know? Try some of her tea. That thing's hot, man. Didn't notice there's no dessert with this, really. No jam, no fruit bars. Here's our gum, and we'll have to translate this. Let's see. Oh wow, it's like a bubblegum flavor, kind of. Is that cherry or what is that? It says chewing gum, the pills. Okay, so it's made by Mentos. Doesn't really say, or the translator won't tell me what it is. But man, that is just outstanding flavor. I guess it's bubblegum flavor, more than likely. That gum is a 10 out of 10, man. Nice to have a break from the mint gum. The peppermint and spearmint's okay, but to have something totally different, that's awesome. That's gonna be it for today's ration, guys. A very large, full of meat ration. Not a lot of sides though, but hey, overall everything was good. Have to thank again Outdoor Tactical for sending this over to us. Go check his channel out. You will not be disappointed. He does some great content. That's gonna be it, guys. I really appreciate all you guys watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night.